right, so today's video, we got a bingo card. As you can see right here, we got a bingo card. All right, this is a Zenyatta main who has never played rank before. We have a Zenyatta who's silver 3, thinks they're too high of a rank, and they're a Zenyatta main. It's video time. They're in silver and they think they're too high of a rank. Now, obviously that means they've been playing a lot of quick play, so we'll find out. Okay, so we're gonna count this as a box already, and I'm gonna count the Mauga as emoting as the door for 5 seconds as randomly AFK. Does that sound good? It counts for me. So wait, we have a Mauga versus a Hog. I feel like the Mauga's pretty good against Hog still, even with all the nerfs. All right, we're off to quite the start. A little bit more spam, by the way. Do you see this downtime you're having where you weren't doing much there? I want to see a little bit more spam out of you, if you don't mind. It's okay to, like... Yeah, okay, so you see how you did nothing right there? Just try to get a little bit more spam. So as Zenyatta, you want to do a little bit more damage output. So we got, Zero Limb ult from the Soldier 76. We got goes in 1v5 by the Soldier 76. We've had CC'd already at some point because of, like, the Amauga ultimate. When you're CC'd in the ultimate. We've had someone ults and falls over immediately. Soldier 76. We've had frontline support. We've had optimistic flank, thanks to the Soldier 76. We've had ults after a team fight is 1/lost. We have an ult domino. That's enough for me. I would love to say the Zenyatta was spamming cooldowns, but they weren't spamming much there, so that's a tough one. All right, good start, though. That was quite the start. So this is a good opportunity to go right-click around the corner, so that can be super helpful. So yeah, you're just, like, left-clicking, and if you're on console, it's whatever the opposite of, like, what is it, like, what would it be on console for that keybind? But basically the opposite of what you're doing with this right here. Be careful of being really aggressive there because you're going to take a lot of damage, but I want to see you do more damage output. You said it's L2? There you go. Obviously, it depends on what console you play on, too. Nice. There you go. By the way, see the benefit of spamming? That's really good. You want to do that. Also, you don't have to keep your orb on Mauga the whole time. One strength that you can have is, like, for example, your Echo, who's at low HP constantly, would massively benefit from you just keeping an orb on them. You can shoot through the shield too, by the way. The shield is you're able to shoot through it also. I want you to look for a little bit more value, get some Discord orbs on anybody on their team.
This ends now.
Zenyatta ult that next time, if you don't mind. That was a great opportunity to Zen ult. Also, I gotta pause for a second. Here in a... Actually, I'm gonna wait. Because this isn't the best time of the pauses, because you're not doing it this time, but you're doing it for the most... Okay, let's get an orb on somebody that's not Mauga. All right, it's Mauga. Oh, frontline support for a little bit there. Love to see it. I mean, that is... Uh-oh. You're like, I'm not supposed to be here! I'm not supposed to be here! Watch out! Shoot at them. Discord orb. Discord orb. Let's get a Discord orb on anybody that's not just anybody. Just anybody gets a Discord orb. Like just give it to somebody on the Discord. There you go. Nice. Discord orb in front of you now, too. Don't stand in that. You're going to be in the range of what in the... Remember, that range can do a lot of damage to you, and it goes through shields on a Rissal. Discord orb. Let's get a Discord orb up on that target to the right. Right there. Yep, Discord orb. Let's... Okay. All right, we got quite the game here. I'm going to check off no one peels through the supports, and I'm going to explain why. Because you have only orbed your teammate. At no point have you thought about healing your Moira if they need help. Long team fight has been the whole game. Oh, holds on to ultimate. I can count that one because you should have ulted that for sure. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Keep in mind that the orb lasts positioning, by the way. There's a Widow on high ground. The orb lasts a lot longer now when you hide behind walls, so that's why it's good to put it on a DPS, because it basically pockets your DPS without having to do anything. You just keep orb on him. If you keep orb on your tank, then, like, it's okay at times, but you don't need to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, they haven't used the right click, I don't think, once. So, you know, remember when we put on the thing, like, Zenyatta get somebody across the map? I don't even know what's gonna happen. Because they don't even, it's like not even happening. Yep. So they made it so Zen has 25 HP, like 25 bullets or ammo or orbs. So that way you would be more involved in a team fight and like being able to spam more. You're like shooting 5 bullets and then reloading. Back away, by the way, for a second. A right click! Wait a second! That's good! More of that! More of that! That's good. You want to do more of that. Widow top left, you heard him. Here we go! I'm just happy to see a couple right clicks. It's okay to Zen ult this if you want. You still can win this. Now don't Zen ult. Just save your... Okay, so at a certain point, you want to recognize when you can't... You want to start to recognize a little bit that, like, oh, wow, you're... Speaking of recognizing if you should use your ult or not, there goes your Mauga. You've lost so many teammates at that point that it's better to save that ultimate for, like, your next team fight rather than just spam the ultimate. One thing we can check off, for sure, I just realized, is overly aggressive tank. Tank out of LOS? Yeah, you know what? We can check that one off, too. Why not? They were definitely out of LOS. I don't know if it would have mattered, and that's our first bingo. Did Zen ult with low HP? I guess. Yeah, you're right. They did. Good call. Ulted with low HP. There you go.
Reality bends to my will.
Okay, that's Symmetra. Definitely just ulted with low HP right there, as we just saw, so that counts too. All right? We just saw them use a sim wall. So we'll just count that one. The sim was low when they did it. So if anything, for people who are like, oh, it's 50-50, well, the sim just did that right after. Don't you worry. Wow, that Mauga really wants to play aggressive there, huh? There was at no point where they stopping. And they orb the Echo. Are you kidding me right now? We're seeing improvement live. Are you seeing this? Gecko, thanks for the tier 1 for 3 months in advance. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's just your position, and you're going to get rolled if you play that corner as Zen that close. Playing far back as Zen is going to be much more beneficial than just playing behind your Mauga the whole time within, like, 10 feet. I feel like you spend too much time playing too close. Zenyatta benefits from that, like, that range. Yeah, what are the chances somebody falls off in the back left corner right there? What are we thinking? Okay to Zen ult this. Yeah, that was something. Have it for retake. I'm gonna give them that. They have it for retake. Okay?
This ends now.
Use your ult. The moment you heard the Sojourn, you ult that. The moment you see the Hanzo ult, you ult that. And you know what the best part is? It looks like the smartest play ever now. Why? Because their team won the team fight. So you know what? Who's laughing now? Look at that ult management by this Zenyatta. They trusted their teammates. Yes, holding on to ultimate too long was already checked off. Don't you worry. Oh, that way they were so close. Nice. You saved your Mauga. I'm okay with that. Be careful. Remember, when you Zen ult, you have time to heal your teammates and get out.
Setting out the welcome map.
I'm telling you, this Zenyatta is so close. Oh yeah, they reload all the time. It's okay, like, you don't have to yet. Oh yeah, there we go. They shot 3 bullets, time to reload. Tank just fell over right there. I'm gonna count that as tank falls over. I'm a tank. Oh, wait, nice job. Nice spamming. Good job. We're going to check that off very quickly. Tank falls over. I'm a tank. I'm going to count that one. Everyone stacks in the objective. I mean, you know what? The defense was to an extent. We'll just do that. That probably happened earlier. Get stuck. Wait, the Zenyatta's definitely gotten stuck on something and ran into a wall. We can count that one. Outside of that, I love how we haven't checked off get someone across the map or Zenyatta kick someone. How amazing is that? That we still don't have that. Let's do it. All right, where's the healing? Oh, it's on Mauga. I don't even have to question where the healing orb is at because it just stays on Mauga the whole time. It's okay to right-click. It's okay to right-click. So remember that your positioning is so key on Zen, you do not have to play up close. I find that in some ranks, supports will kind of default to just spam heal on their tank. It's kind of like, you notice how sometimes, like when we watch like Moira gameplay sometimes. Like some Moiras will play a little bit more balance between damage and healing, and some Moiras just sit on the tank the whole time. But like, you know, sometimes in games like Mercy will only heal the tank. Ooh, nice job there. Holy crap. Things like that, you know what I mean? I think in some ranks you just see that. That was a huge pick, by the way. That Sigma pick by you actually might have won you this round. Yep, Brock? Like, that was actually huge. No, that wasn't across the map. That was pretty close. Rather than just shooting the Sigmas eat, it gives them overshield and extra HP. Nice job. You know what? That was pretty good right there, I gotta say. Nice. Good job by your team. I'm not going to count this as the top left one, by the way. I wouldn't necessarily go for map control what the card is. The only way their team can get back into this game is if, like, you go in hard feed. So, like, I don't... If they all stacked on point there, I wouldn't have checked that off, because there's a reason why. I think your team just wins this. Nice play. Good job there. Yeah, I think you just win this. Behind you. That's not your Ana, by the way. I want to point that out. Hey, you know what? We love to see that, and you still got the win. Just to summarize here, you did say that, like, you don't think you should be in silver. I would say that, I think if we, like, watched this from, like, a bronze point of view, too, it would have been like, okay, you can climb up to silver and vice versa. I think definitely there's a lot you have to work on. I think what's your next step as Zenyatta is really focusing on more right-click damage. More right-click damage. I'll put the bingo card up, too, so you can see what we have. We got a pretty good bingo, especially with it being a little bit shorter than it normally is. Usually we have, like, an extra 10 minutes of, like, stuff to watch through. Not a bad bingo card. I think you definitely need to move your Discord orbs around more. Overall, you need to spam more damage. Don't just leave orb on your tank. I'm telling you right now, your DPS players will thank you if you put an orb on them. Last but not least on this one, your positioning. Play further back. One of the hardest things to play against in the game is a Zenyatta who plays further back, because you can spam damage across the map and do absolutely dominant damage. If they're diving you in the back line, then you can adjust your playstyle and your positioning, but make it a default to play further back. And a lot of things to, like, kind of play off of that, but I think you can do that. And if you only want to start with one of those, that is also fine. The way the improvement starts is if you can just improve on one thing, you can add those things as you go. So that's what I would say. But yeah, not a bad bingo video. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. If you want to submit your own spectating that could become a bingo, look in the description below. You will see my Discord right there. Follow everything on there if you haven't. Also, we record these all live on stream. We have a lot of fun here, so stop by if you haven't. And with that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.